Alright guys, we're going live. It's 5:30. It is super late. Not supposed to be going live at 5:30. But this time I have a legitimate excuse. Karis kept me busy for a little while. So that means that I get to start later, and she knows why I started later. So we're live. Tuesday. Alright, and I wanted to go live because we have Metazoo now. Alright. Ooh, I don't like that picture. Let me contact Mike's side. Oops. There we go. On. All right, so let's jump over here and ping the server. We're going live for Tuesday. All right, and we'll jump over here. Boy, I get a lot of messages, man. I got all these guys talking to me in the other Discord server. We're talking about the lawsuit, the Pal World lawsuit. Oh man, people responded with a lot, man. Okay, wait a second. I can't be wasting my time. We're live. I'm like responding. Oh my god, alright. I can't be doing that. We're live. We're live. So, what's up, guys? We're having a debate over Pal World lawsuits in the other server, the TheCardconomist servers. I'm like over there responding. Let's go open up a Metazoo. Let's see. Where should Metazoo be? Let's put Metazoo at the top for a minute. We just added Metazoo, guys. So, all the way up here at the top, we'll put it above clearance. We're going to have Metazoo on the menu now, guys. What do you think of that? We are waiting in anticipation of the possibility that Metazoo gets purchased. To be clear, I'm not a huge Metazoo fan. I'm not like deeply in love with the designs or anything. So this is going to say Kickstarter Box Break. Kickstarter Break. $60. And the other one is going to be Topps Chrome. And I don't know what to price the Topps Chrome at. Let's take a look at how many packs are in here. 20 packs in a box. Okay, so that gives me a hint Let me head over here. All right, here we are. So I ordered 5 boxes of these. Oops, yeah. All right, so you're going to be surprised. They're not like terribly expensive. If you want to open a Topps Chrome Metazoo, I'm charging $4 a pack. It's $4 a pack. All right, there it is. In other words, you can mess around with it if you want for $4. It really didn't cost too much. Now, this is expensive. This is their Kickstarter box. This is basically like Pokemon base set. That's what that is. So that is expensive. And we're doing that for like $60. Now, will that price change? It could actually go up. The crypto, whatever, Metazoo Kickstarter box, first edition, has the ability to go up in price. If the sale goes through before the box is sold, and it's confirmed sold to this other group, I'm going to ask more per pack. Now, if it doesn't go through, we're going to continue with the current price. You know why? Because the current price was already based on the idea that it had not sold. So this is kind of like the bankruptcy price is still $60 a pack. That is the bankruptcy price. And besides this, they may try again at a different price to buy the company because they've already shown an interest in it anyways. All right, pretty interesting, right? Here we have it. Let me get these off the table now and put them somewhere. All right, how about, man, I don't got room anywhere. I do not have room for this. Let's put them, shoot, maybe like right here. All right, we got a spot for them. Metazoo. All right, these are $4 a pack. It's a Topps Chrome product. Topps Chrome's supposed to be a premium product. So if this was like Marvel Chrome, it'd be like $80 a pack. But it's Metazoo Chrome, and so it's $4 a pack. So this is Topps premium product, Topps Chrome. Is it first or second edition? I don't know. I didn't think Topps Chrome had first edition. I've never heard of that before. All right, there it is. $4 a pack to have a little fun and just see what this is about, okay? So have fun with that. If you decide not to buy any, that's cool too. We've got this new set. Magic the Gathering Duskmourn is hot. We've actually sold through about 1 case of this in 1 day. It took 1 day to sell through a case of this. That's really impressive. I don't normally sell Magic the Gathering. I don't have a big Magic the Gathering audience. Maybe I do. And additionally, this is a collector booster. So this is not a standard booster pack. These are expensive. These are really expensive. They're like $28 a pack, and we still sold a case of them. So that is a very strong sign for Magic. So we will be looking more into Magic as a particular collector boosters. I like the collector boosters. I like that maybe they have cards in them that are gradable. Because I know a lot of people say the reason to open Magic is to play the game, but I like to sell to collectors. That's what I like. All right, this little group of packs here kind of depicts new stuff on our channel. One Piece for $4. The Nike Sexy Girl cards. Hololive, which is also girl cards. Paradise Dragona. You get a whole box of these for $79. The Trick or Trade packs. Stellar Crown, which has been a steady seller. And now, oops, so this has changed to $28, by the way. So it went up by $1 because it was selling so fast. Not a big difference in the when you look at it. I mean, to go from 27 to 28 is hardly a change, but I better not wrongly misrepresent these. Okay, so they are 28 now. Chrome is pretty shiny. So we add a new thing to the list of new things. This guy right here is the Topps Chrome Metazoo pack, and instead of being like $30, instead of being like $80 like the Disney Topps Chrome, Metazoo Topps Chrome is only $4, so you can play around with it. The reason, again, that we are interested in this is whether or not the company is sold off to a group of people who actually work very hard on it. If it does get sold off to a group of people that work very hard on it, it is then very fascinating to me at that point. I think it becomes a very, very interesting sort of like revive from the dead story, and people love a good story. So I like a good story. Even I would find it fun if it came back from the dead, and yeah, I'm just a speculator. I'm like an investor speculator type. So for me, it'd be hilarious to buy into it when it's, considered bankrupt and dead, and then it comes back and it whatever flips. So I love a good flip, and I also love a good story. All right, so that's the intro to the stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are 10 minutes in. Oh, yes, last night I was peeling off these slabs from the table. I think we're going to see the rocket break go off. All right, let's start looking into orders. Top Subbing King, congratulations on 90,000 subs. Yeah, where are we at, by the way? We're heading toward 91K. Slowly but surely. We're at 90.6. Hit that subscribe button for me, guys. I need as much help as possible. All right. Joseph Jones, let me get 5 packs of the Metazoo. So he's going to open 5 packs of it, and it's $20. So again, it's just very cheap. So even if you have a very negative attitude about it, which I always did, you just don't even have to spend very much money to play with it. That was one of my biggest complaints in the past, was it was very expensive. I was like, it's expensive and it's not Pokemon. Make it make sense, right? Now it's cheap, so now I don't care. Now it doesn't bother me. It doesn't annoy me. All right. Oh, man, I feel like I got eyelash in my eye here. It's so annoying. Are you ready? Oh, man, I'm pretty sure I got an eyelash into my eye. Oh, no. Not in the stream. How does that happen? Oh. Oh, my God. Okay, I got something in my eye, dude. All right, I'm going to just leave my eyeball alone and look through one eyeball like a pirate for a minute. So I'm going to trim the bottom here. I think the bottom's more exposed. All right. So thank you, Joseph Jones, for dropping $20 and showing us what's in here. I'm just as curious as anyone else. By the way, this is my first time seeing this. I have not watched a single piece of content on this, so I've quite literally never seen this. That's pretty neat. Starting a little toy game card factory thing, and then all of a sudden Topps is printing it for you. That's cool. I think what Mike Waddell should have done is, as soon as he got this, oh, shiny. As soon as he managed to get Topps to print his card set, he should have sold the card set. He should have said, Metazoo is for sale. He should have said, we're raising money. Metazoo is for sale. And then he should have gotten a couple serious investors together and said, I'd like help running the company. I don't want to be CEO. Or maybe he continues to be CEO, but he wants some rich, smart guys to be on board of advisors or something like that. I don't know. Here's Bunnyman. So I guess these characters are all based on real life, real world folklore, folk tales, wives' tales, fishermen wives' tales, river dinos. Yep. It's like Pokemon, but worse. Mr. Secretly loves Metazoo. No. I promise you I have love for only one thing, and it's Pokemon, and it'll always be that way. All right, well, this is a thicker cut card in the middle. I'm curious. What's coming out of there? Adam Ackler, Cryptid Camera. Slide Rock Bolter. Does it explain them? I don't understand. Colorado Mountains, huh? So it's that American folklore tale thing. You got a 28 out of 50. So it's got numbered cards in it. That's nice, right? And I've heard some of the best ones have already been pulled, like a 1 out of 1 this, a 1 out of 1 that. But, there's probably still some cool stuff in here. Adam Ackler. It's the Adam numbered. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't know who Adam Ackler is. Okay, here's Loveland Frogman. Old Green Eyes. They're very shiny, guys. Anyways, Mr. said he's getting a Dratini lower back tattoo for 100K, right? Oh, yeah, Dratini lower back tattoo. No, not Dratini. It's got to be Butterfree. There. It's easy to say that in hindsight. He must have thought things were looking up after seeing Topps take. Sure, I mean, but, it's all easy in hindsight. Like, also in hindsight, he could probably see what exactly he should have been working on. Oh, Gumbaroo and Bat Squatch. Is Sasquatch but a bat? So, are these really things? Like, what is this, Gumbaroo? What the hell is a Gumbaroo? All right, let me look it up. I'll turn my volume down. All right, you just give me a minute here. All right. Gumberoo. The Gumberoo is a fearsome critter told by the lumberjacks of emerging America in the 19th and early 20th century. Larger than a bear with tough, shiny black hide that nothing could pierce. Huh. So again, it's folklore. That's what these characters are. They're all folklore and rumors and made-up stories and stuff like that. That's what these characters are all based off of. And maybe one or two of them are actually pretty popular. Like, I think I saw the Grim Reaper, and I'm like, the Grim Reaper probably would be collectible to some degree because, you know, it's the Grim Reaper. Are you going to take advantage of the $12.99 Pokemon PSA deal? What's up, Aaron? All right, so here is White Thing. Battles. Ooh, look at that, Battles. Here we are. Set this over here. Ooh. This is like a refractor, huh? I feel like the problem with Metazoo is having to learn all these characters that you've never heard of before. Here's Snow Snake. Folklore sometimes real. All right, there we go. You know, it reminds me of Smite. Who's played Smite? The, what do they call that? The, what kind of game is Smite? I can't even remember the name of the game. There we go. All right, my brain told me tower defense game, but I know that's not true. Smite, where it's a free-to-play game, and you get to play as a MOBA. Thank you, MOBA. You get to play as a god or a goddess, and the artists just make a depiction of the god or goddesses. All right, what we got here? We got Chessie, Fresno Nightcrawler, Frozen People. What do you mean, Frozen People? And Adam Ackler twice? Who's Adam Ackler? All right. Based on pantheons. Yeah, so it would be like, you know, Ganesh or what's another one? There's a whole bunch of guys like Zeus. There's a whole bunch of them. There's like Zeus's in Smite. And I guess in one way, it means the developers really didn't have to make their own thing. They just took already existing, you know, ideas that were in the public domain and turned it into a game. And it almost seems lazy. But on the other hand, Smite's all right. Smite's fun. I played a lot of Smite. So, you know, you can do a good job of it. It's like a job, you know. You can do a good job of it. This was a numbered one. Cool. All right. Hindu, Norse, Greek, Yoruba, etc. February 28th, Monster Hunter Wilds release date. Nice. Nice. I heard there was an upcoming, like, developer panel thing. Did that already happen? The upcoming developer panel? Because if it does, I want to make a video and review it. In the past, I would have been there and watched it live with you guys, but I'm just not able to do that anymore. Here we are. With this card shop operation, it's not possible. I don't have as flexible of a schedule. Buddha, a trailer came out. Okay, so we're going to be making a review of the trailer tonight then. Next up, Jack Gray, Metazoo Kickstarter, and 1 Metazoo Chrome Tops. Okay, so I am, like you guys, I'm very curious about the Kickstarter. I'm in it. So I've got the first pack, and we're just going to see what happens with it. By the way, when we open it up, we'll shuffle the packs up, because I don't know how well they created RNG in the packs, because I'm worried they didn't do that when it got loaded into the box. There we go. So there we go. We're all the way up to 8 now. 8's officially done. 8 out of 36. So we got like 1/4 of the box sold, roughly. All right. He also wanted to try one of these Topps Chromes. Very nice. Buddha, a trailer came out. There we go. Lots of fun new things on the channel lately. New Pokemon sets. New slabs, that's for sure. We got a lot of slabs. Here's Puck Wudgie. Ghost Deer. Moon-Eyed People. And Joint Snake. Alright, again, I got no clue. I've never heard of any of these. Maybe we're looking for Bigfoot or something. Bigfoot's in here, is that right? Or Mothman, right? Mothman's apparently the chase card for this hobby. People like Mothman. He's the expensive one. Okay, here's Jack Gray. Mister, I sent for one spot, but it's a giveaway for chat. You can run a giveaway for one spot. Nice. All right. Ugh. A giveaway for one spot. Let me see. Can you tell me what you mean? You mean like for the Metazoo? For the Metazoo Kickstarter Break starter thingamabob? Hunter Tipton. He'll try 8 of the Metazoos. All right, 8 of these. Give me a moment here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So that was very easy. We're almost busted through one box of these. They're pretty small boxes. Piazza Bird is the real chase in Cryptid Nation. Oh, Piazza Bird. Let's steal Smite's idea and make it into a TCG. Yeah, I suppose we could because they couldn't tell us not to. I'm going to make a Jesus card. I think the Muhammad card could get us in a lot of trouble. There we go. Flying Spaghetti Monster would probably be the best one. Very good. Topps Chrome makes anything better. Well, it shows you the power of branding. So when you get a deal with Topps Chrome, they're going to be like, yeah, we're Topps Chrome. We make the best American printed, square cut cards or whatever, right? So Topps Chrome is going to flaunt his stuff. Everyone recognizes Topps and Topps Chrome is such a quality product. We got some Topps Chrome Halo and some Topps Chrome Lord of the Rings. Very consistent sellers. We also got some really vintage Topps stuff too. But Topps Chrome's a lot of fun. It's so reflective. Here we go. A thick cut card. What the fuck? We might have just pulled a very good card all of a sudden. What? I told you guys the Mothman's actually a chase card. And he just pulled a 3 out of 5. So I don't know if the 1 out of 1's already been pulled. It might have. But that's 3 out of 5. There's only 5 of these. I don't know how to be excited for it. Whoa. That's the hit. I think it is. I think it's actually the hit. I don't think he's wrong. Wow, we got to grade it. Wow, WTF. That's massive. That's funny as hell, dude. This guy only sent in $32, and he just pulls the 1 out of 5 Mothman. What? Oh, man. Mike said, are we going to make a clip out of this? So this is Hunter Tipton. I got to remember, when someone pulls a really big hit, I got to shout their name from the rooftop, because I want you guys to have your name in the clip, too, when we can. But, wow, I just was not expecting that. Somebody help us out. Somebody find a price for this, because I got to know. It's got to be worth like $100, though, right? I don't know what it's worth. Remember, the prices are all based on the idea that the company's bankrupt right now. It's out of business. But it's in the process of getting purchased. All right, Metazoo Topps. Sort by highest price, maybe. Oh, look. That looks kind of like yours. It's got the black border. All right, hold on. We're scrolling down. Okay, that's a red border one. So I'm going to click on the black border one. Does it say out of like 5 or something? How do we know where the out of 5 ones? Mothman, probably 3 to 5K. Well over 1,000 for that card, says Metazoo Menace. No way. No way. That wouldn't make any sense to me at all. I don't know how to find it. Somebody help me find a version, help me find a sold version of this card. Oops. It's -5. Is that how you search for that? Wait, here's one of them. I think this is it. So this is a Mothman Black Refractor, and it says 1 out of 5 down here. He wants 10,000 for that. What? Look, that's the 1 of 5. You've got the 3 of 5. You know, they're all out of 5, so they're all 1 out of 5, but he's got the official 1 out of 5. So for him, that's probably going to matter a little more. So if I'm going to talk about this, it looks slightly off center. It looks like it's thin on the right. Yours might also be a 9. His was a 9. That is not sold. Biggest chase card in the set, aside from the 1 of 1. If Metazoo lasts the test of time, this will be a grail. So yeah, okay, so there's a 1 of 1, but you know, that's going to cost a lot of money, the 1 of 1. So you got the 3 out of 5. What? He just casually opening a pack for $4. Today was a good day, guys. Totally worth it. You know, again, I'm not like a fan of Metazoo because I never was. But my biggest complaint was that I felt it was overpriced. And now we're opening these packs for like $4. Listen, Hunter, if you sell this for even, I don't know, $500, you just went from $32 to $500 because apparently some people really like this card. This was pulled on 9/24. So whatever the case is, even in smaller numbers, it's a very large flip for you. He spent $32 opening that, guys. Wow. Gray didn't sell him for $6K, says Antonio. $6K? That's a lot of money. Yeah, well, I guess you would probably start high and see if there's any biters. And then if there weren't, you would slowly lower it. So that's the method I would use to try and sell it, Hunter. All right. Wow, man. Crazy. Mister, I'm going to send for grading. I'm Hunter Tipton. Hell yeah, dude. That's what we do on this channel. If you pull something really hot, you can also hire me to send it off to PSA. So we've got a couple of those right now. We got Hunter Tipton, Topps Chrome, Metazoo, 1 out of 5 Mothman. We got this beautiful SSP signature Fearin' and a manga card. Look at these hits. So that's what we're all about. We open up really good collectibles, and then if we pull a chase card, you have the option to have me send it off to PSA. That also lets you see it when it comes back and show it off to everybody. On the other hand, if you want to save some money, you can grade it yourself. So if you just want to save money, it's the Human Centipede. Oh wait, this is Chibi Mothman. Okay, never mind. Imagine we pulled it when the company was doing good. Probably 15,000, better late than ever. Well, again, the whole reason my curiosity is piqued with Metazoo, and I keep saying this, but you know, I can see our numbers are rising, so I know people are joining the stream. Basically, there's been an offer to buy Metazoo for $2 million. And I said, whoa. You know, sometimes when the news comes out, you got to act really fast to benefit from that news. And right now, it's more of a rumor that they're going to be bought because they submitted an application to buy it for $2 million. But a judge, a bankruptcy judge, has to sign off on the sale. So somebody with money has already offered to buy it, but a bankruptcy judge has to agree to let them buy it. That's because there's people who Metazoo owed money to, and those people have to be paid out too. So, you know, the judge doesn't want the Metazoo to be undersold. He's got to make sure that the company gets its full value's worth. And he might say something like, well, it's worth more than $2 million. So who knows? If they get rejected on this offer, then it's going to suck. If they get accepted, then I kind of dug my heels into the hobby just before the sale of the company. Also, I think if the new management is skilled enough, then yeah, this company could be floating around doing an okay job. One thing I think they did do well with Metazoo, they got lots and lots and lots of, wow, this is pretty, radio silence. They got lots and lots and lots of attention for Metazoo. So even if the company went bankrupt, a lot of collectors and hobbyists were talking about it, you know, as this bizarre sort of like 2021, you know, Pokemon card style spin-off game where everybody was going wild. It was like a Black Swan event. Everyone had stimmy checks. And we were seeing these mind-bending amounts of money. Ooh, a Salem Witch being spent on... Oh, there's Bigfoot. So Bigfoot isn't here. You saw this mind-bending amount of money being spent on cards that nerdy collectors had never seen anything like that before. Maybe football players or football card collectors or sport collectors, they'd seen it all. But it was new for like Pokemon card collectors. And Metazoo was just this small business that got a concept up and running right away and was suddenly experiencing a lot of success because the ideas that the consumers had developed around the rarity and the value of Pokemon cards translated over to this company. Look, Chessie makes me think of Lapras. Okay, and Ograpulter. I sent for 5. All right, bear with me. We are 30 minutes into the stream. It's going to be a 1-hour stream. It's the daytime stream, and we will get all those orders taken care of. That's Hunter Tipton. Wow. I pulled 1 of 5. Nick Fox, are you saying you're the guy who pulled the 1 of 5 Metazoo Mothman Topps Chrome? Turn that down. All right, that music was kind of blasting my ear off. So, let's get this into his bag. Mr. Hunter Tipton's having a good day. Hunter Tipton, what do you think of that, man? I'm pleased I offered this to you guys. I'm always trying to do like what we just did. I'm always trying to find out what can I offer my audience where if they open it, they get a really big reward. Hunter Tipton, you didn't say new bag, did you? Mister, put the bid in. What bid? All right, let's see. Oh, you're saying I put the bid in for the so do you need a new bag? I think it needs a new bag. It's awesome. I just kind of bought it as a joke. You hear that guy say he was just buying some Metazoo to have a little fun. It wasn't a serious thing for him. And he casually pulls the closest thing to a holy grail in the Topps Chrome collection. Man, that is some very good luck. I had to tell the buyer that we bought it from that we pulled it. Look what you sold me. All right, very good. Well, congratulations with that, Mr. Hunter. I hope it becomes a big flip for you, or maybe a long-term hold for your collection. Here's Latin. Here's Disney. Here's Cartman. And Analaza. Dark Raichu. All right, you ready? So now we've got NHCC, Mega Poo Chrome, 1 sealed, 1 rip, keep the wrapper, 2 trick or trade. If it's not Houndoom line, or Gengar, or Umbreon, or Pikachu, I don't want it. All right, I'll probably keep it for the story. Oh, right, well, we got to get a link for Mike's site so he doesn't lose track of it. He got to remember to make a video out of this, because I want a Metazoo video. We have no keywords on our YouTube channel for Metazoo. This occurred within 32 minutes. All right. Very good. Now, Edwin, he wants 2 more of these Metazoos. Might want to hold on to it. Yeah, it might be worth the bother to hold on to it until we see the outcome of this business offer. I think it would be really good for you if they, yes, did get the business, and then 2, they didn't just liquidate it and all of its assets, but they actually printed a new set and released it. That would be really interesting. But that won't happen for a while. Let's say they actually buy the business. They won't release new product for like a year probably. I mean, it takes a while. You got to have artists. You got to create a product. You got to design it. You got to have like a whole plan for what's going to happen. You got Fluttermane. You like the Hunter. And a Ghastly and a Pikachu. That's not bad. Picking up the Pikachu. All right. Love these trick or trade cards. Did you guys know I actually bought up a couple cases of it? Because I think over time that's going to be a good set. It's just got a great looking Pikachu in it and a great looking Gengar. All right. Mr. Don't Listen. Oh, my bad. Hold on. He's right. There you go. Aha. So you got 1 sealed and 1 open. Are you ready? Here's Tizerac, Giant Salamander, Old Green Eyes. Here we are. And Power Up Red. Hold it. All right, you always wonder, if you should have kept that one. That's what'll happen. But we don't normally keep packs sealed. I apologize, man, for not doing that right on the first pack. But we got you your sealed pack, so it's all good. All right. And now let's find your bag. NHCC. I don't think I've put anything in your bag in a while. So where are we going to run into? Oh, there he is. Very nice. That wasn't too hard at all. Yeah, the case hit. All right. Probably not, though, right? There you go. Very nice. very easy to just open it. It really is. Your brain just wants to snip, snip. You know what I'm saying? Danny Santamora says he'll try 8 of the Chrome booster packs. All right, Danny. So we got 2 here, total of 3. And now we got this empty box. I guess it needs to be thrown away. And I just need to go get some more Topps Chrome. I got to go get some more. I'll be right back. So we got, we got 4 boxes left. I guess I didn't buy an enormous amount of this. Probably because, how much does it cost to restock this, by the way? All right, because I realized the prices might have changed by now. The restock price versus my internal price might be 2 different things. What's the cover of the box? All right, give me a second here, guys. All right, so if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to recalculate the price and make sure that it all makes sense. Divided by 10, divided by 20. Yeah, it all makes sense. We're good. All right. I'm just going to grab more of this ahead of time because we're basically selling through it pretty fast, and Topps Chrome seems to be popular. So, because of the sales looking all right, we're grabbing a couple extra boxes. I jumped in the Kickstarter box break too. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I see your name, NHCC. The Kickstarter box break is a lot more meaningful than these Topps Chrome packs because that's basically the base set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it's reflected in the price as well. There we go. So this is where you can pull the Kickstarter Mothman, is that right? The Kickstarter Mothman would be in this box break. And he sells for a lot of money as a 10, I believe. But yeah, it's really fascinating. I bought 3 boxes of that. I've got 2 of them in. We're waiting on the 3rd. One of them's going to be for a break, and the other 2 are going to be a hold. So we're only breaking 1, and then we'll just see where things go from there. I'd be interested in the 3-5 Mothman if there was a way to contact the owner. Hunter Tipton, somebody wants to buy the card from you. What I would recommend, Hunter, is definitely just get the card graded and just wait and see if the business actually gets sold. I wouldn't sell it too fast because the price on it, there might be some price discovery. That's where people realize, oh, this is much more valuable or much less valuable than we initially thought. So I would just hold on to it because it doesn't hurt you to hold on to it. If the company remains, let's say, bankrupted, its price is going to be what it is today because the prices don't really reflect, the business being purchased. If the business does get purchased, you're going to see a change in the prices. That's my prediction anyways. Doesn't mean it's for sure. But that's my thoughts. Is that a praying mantis? Wait, what was that? Mantis Man? Oh my God. Enfield Monster. 5,000 or no deal. We are. Menace fuming right now. No. He's not fuming. We appreciate you being here, Mr. Metazoo Menace. We are. I want to see how that card he got plays out. It's not worth $1 million. I mean, it has a price, and you can't ask too much. But if I was him, I would just be slow with it. Don't race. Here we are. All right, so we got this Slide Rock Bolter. I love these fat sleeves. These fat sleeves save me so much time. I love them. Okay, I'm such a card shop nerd when I have so much to say about a sleeve. Hopkinsville Goblin. Okay. I'm looking for Bigfoot. I'm looking for the big recognizable characters. All these other, smaller, like Hopkinsville Goblin is basically a junk card to me. I don't know about this. Where's Bigfoot? Alien Astronaut. Old Green Eyes, he looking creepy, dude. He looking like something out of Doom. Metal Man of Alabama. Okay. I guess if you're from Alabama, that particular card is special to you. By the way, this card seemed not correctly cut. This front card seems to be larger than the ones underneath it. So either the ones underneath it are too small, or it's too large, but I don't know how that affects the grading. Interesting. That's okay, mister. Got a big fat fingerprint on the Mothman. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, right. I'm an expert. That's why you guys come here, because I'm an expert. Hugging Molly. Okay, probably would not hug her based on the way she looks. She looks like you probably shouldn't hug her. She looks like Bloody Mary. I want the rainbow foil Scranton Scrambler. All right, Chupacabra. Oh, God, dude. There we go. There's Slide Rock Bolter again. I can fix her. Okay. We're just looking at the refractor. Each pack is coming with the refractor. Danny, Saint Amour. Puck, Wudgy, and there's Chessie. Chessie, again, looks a lot like Lapras, doesn't it? Makes me think of Lapras. Chessie, not Nessie? Loch Ness Monster? All right, there we go. Man, we're selling through those BGS displays really fast. Somebody... A Grapelter. What? The Spookster. Lava Bear. I don't know, dude. Pokemon by Metazoo, I promise will happen. No, it won't. Aren't some of them numbered? No. I can tell they're not numbered. I can tell they're not numbered. So when each time it's numbered, the card has an extra layer of thickness to it. And if we turn these sideways, you can see none of them have that thickness to them. So the numbered ones are dead giveaways. You can tell they're numbered. They're going to be a thicker card. All right. So that's for Danny Saint Amour. Thank you so much, Danny. That only cost Danny $32. These are just very cheap to open. It's a Topps Chrome product, so it should have a premium price to it, but it just doesn't. It doesn't, because Metazoo's a dead company. It's a company out of business. Nobody knows what happens to them next. So opening this is very speculative of you guys. You're putting money towards something that may just go out of business forever and really become nothing. But I don't know. If it'd be so interesting if the judge signs off on this. It just seems like if there's really interest in the brand, it's going to get sold. You know? So here's the Danny Saint Amour bag. It's so large. We're going to just create a second bag for you, Danny. There we go. UFO set is UFO set. Pretty much as you expect. I bought 10, so SoCal Canyon Experiment. Oops. Oh my God, it says we have 10 orders in the queue. That is a lot more orders than I expected. Number 2. Bag number 2. All right. If you really want to get serious about speculating on Metazoo, get into the Kickstarter break with us. You know, if you pull that Kickstarter Mothman, you're going to get a clip of that, and it's going to be, you know, you did it. All right, here is Elizabeth Rains for a Holo Shuffle. Miss Elizabeth Rains, our Holo Shuffle gives you a random chance for a slab. Okay, just grab a chunk here. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Now, you wanted 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay. Oh, Detective Charizard. Nice. That's a good one. She got a good card. I'm going to pull it out of here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Detective Charizard. How about that? Pulling Charizard out of the Holo Shuffles. Okay, toss that away. I have a bag if I'm lucky. What does that mean? If you have a bag that is maybe expired, Elizabeth Rains. Sounds like what we should do is go looking for your bag, okay? Let's go looking for that bag. Shouldn't be too hard to find because the e-boxes are a little low right now. Sometimes they're way overflowing. Oops. Right now we're having a big problem with the D names. Those boxes are just out of control. Elise, Emily Paris, Ethan, Esau, Eric, Ernesto, Eric, Elvin, 7 of Dawn. Who the hell is this? Okay, and then we've got something like Emmanuel, Elizabeth Rains. Your bag's from 724. Why would you be worried that your bag's not here? It's what? I have a bag if I'm lucky. Yeah, you got a bag. It's not even old. 724 is not old. When this approaches, when we're approaching 725, your bag could get taken away. In fact, it could be taken away earlier than a year. It could be taken away at the 11-month mark. Because by 11 months, I start looking at tiny bags going, this guy's not coming back. He's out of here. You know what I'm saying? So don't let him sit for a year, but you're good. It's only like a few months old. Kevin Vu, he wants Metazoo. All right, Kevin Vu. 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've seen a couple myself. Snipping this. Mr. Another one not seller swiped a Moonbryon. What? Did they really? If they did, you should send me a link. I want to see it. All right, let's see. All these pop-up rip and ship shops are, I guess it's all part of the open with rip and ships at your own risk situation. Because you get these young guys, they got no money, they got no morals. They're dumb, they're emotional, they're inexperienced, they don't have a long-term plan. And they see that Moonbryon and they could turn into greedy little thieves. How about that? A guy with grubby, greedy little fingers got his hands on your cards and he's just stealing them from you, just in plain sight. How effing stupid, dude. We already saw a video that happened. Somebody tried to steal a Moonbryon in a rip and ship, and it's so despicable to me. They are. All right. Rip at your own risk is wild. Yeah, rip at your own risk is wild. Here we are. Tripodero. Now, just think about it. The average card collector, the average grubby finger, crazy guy, he's opening your cards for you. You got to be careful, man. You got to make sure that you vet the person. But if there's a brand new ripper and you want to open with a brand new ripper, go for it. It's all you. I wouldn't. We are. Man, at this point, there are so many established rip and ship shops, multiple of them. You never have to open with the inexperienced guy who's just starting out. Here's a Lake Worth monster. All right, and we are looking for one of those hits. See, I'm not seeing it. Looking for that thick card, thicky wicky, that says, hey, we got a hit. Loveland Frogman. Is this one popular? This one's on the cover. Sent Mister. I'll be sure to watch it a little later. These whatnot dudes, man. Everyone and their grandma can now rip and ship. And people think that all rip and ships are going to be the same. No, dude. You're buying from a thief. You're buying from a guy who has the morals of a Enfield monster. There you go. Oh, yeah. All right. No more orders, question mark? You can send an order in, but we have like 10 people in the queue. And I'm actually not sure if we can get to all the orders within 1 hour. It's actually looking pretty bad, guys. We don't normally get this many orders. It just must be the Metazoo is all I can think. And we might sell out of the Metazoo as well. Here we are. Maybe I should have just made the Metazoo packs $5 or something. All right. We're probably going to sell out. 40 to my slab away. Robert Tumman, 40. You got it. All right, Mr. Robert. So it's 215 minus 40, 175. All right, thank you very much, Robert Tumman. That's our slab away system. Joseph Jones, can I confirm that my Metazoo cards got put into the correct bag? Joseph Jones. Okay, Joseph Jones thinks I put the cards in the wrong bag. Joseph Jones, that would never happen. What are you talking about? I'm very good at this. I would never put your cards in the wrong bag, Joseph Jones. You are. Daytime stream needs love too. All right, here you go, Joseph Jones. Joseph Jones, we got all your cards right here, including this beautiful guy, and here it is, your Adam Ackler out of 50. And look, it's going right into your bag. You can see it right here. Yeah, I might have put it in the wrong bag, Joseph. I'm just pulling on your leg now. Sorry, man. But that's all part of my process, too. That's why when I put the cards into a bag, I do it on the table. I try to show the name off. There we go, because with 100 viewers, somebody catches my mistake. There we go. All right, now we've got Hunter Tipton Gray, the Mothman. Okay, we're done with that. That's set up to go. Here's Alex. He says 1 Metapoo. Mr. Alex, we're going to open 1 Metapoo for Alex. Mr. hates the nighttime stream. No, I love them. That's why the nighttime streams start at around 12 a.m. Central Time-ish. Sometimes a little later, sometimes a little earlier, and they last for about 4 hours. Of course, if they start much later, they don't always last for 4 hours. So, Alex, you got the Gigi bird, or Gigi bird? Okay, Gigi bird it is. Joseph, Mr. has never, and will never, put the wrong cards in the wrong bag. Sheesh. Yeah, man, I never make that mistake. Man, I'm glad I caught that. So, in the event that something like that ever occurs, you know, we take care of you if anything happens. We really do. All right, so that's for Alex. Everything's recorded, so, you know, you'll notice. You'll be like, hey, where's my Metazoo? I had a 1 of 20, what's his name, or something like that. And I go, oh, did I do that? But it usually gets caught way before then. Somebody rewatches it when it's not live or something like that, or you watch it, or somebody sees it, and they go, hey, Alex, free slab next time it occurs. Just kidding. Maybe we'll have like a free slab giveaway just for people who, if I put their card in the wrong bag and they catch me. 10 Tops Metazoo, Josh Richard. All right, you got it, Mr. Joseph. Not Josh, Joseph. He said 10 of these. All right. That's box number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you got to be kidding me. We need one more. All right, hold on. Well, we're almost sold out. We only have a little bit of this left. I am going to go ahead and move them to $5 if they're not already sold out. But we're going to try and slow the tide on these selling out. We want them to last more than one stream. I've got more on the way, so if you don't like $5, just wait for the restock. We got a restock coming in. All right. So, but for now on, the rest of these will be $5, which should slow them down a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to be sold out. I'll take the Moonbryon to quiet my tears. Yeah. The 840 Moonbryon. I think LaFlame sent some money to do a giveaway today. I think we better work on that, too. LaFlame sent, I think, $60 if I had to guess. Let me just check on that. Yes, he did. Mr. LaFlame sent $60. All right, here goes. Surprisingly large stream today. Lots of people, lots of orders. How many packs per box? There's 20 packs in a box. We're doing $5 a pack now because it's selling too fast. We're going to be sold out before we even get to the nighttime stream. But, you know, so all you got to do is wait for the restock, and we'll lower the price back down to $4. So if it bothers you a lot, just be like, I'll wait. That's the goal. That's why we do that. We want some people in the nighttime stream who are followers to get a chance at this too. It'd be sad if it's all sold out in one stream. There we go. All right. I like Metazoo more than One Piece, says Aaron. All right, let's see. You like Metazoo more than One Piece, bro? Lizard Man of Scape or Swamp. Okay, we've got White Thing. It's called White Thing. From where? Huntsville, Alabama? Oh, that makes sense. White Thing. He got that White Thing. Don't stop the stream. Just keep going. I bet you'll get a ton of orders. I mean, but my wife wants to hang out. Like, all the way out. We are. You know what I'm saying? We might have been hanging out earlier. That might have been why the stream started late. Here's Terror Bird. Oh, God. We got Hoop Snake. That's not a Hoop Snake. That's that one symbolic thing where the snake eats itself. Hoop Snake. Oh, it's fine if you guys already ordered at $4 a pack, but it's 6:25 p.m. now, so any orders after 6:25 p.m. have to reflect the new price. Oh, so this one has a double hit in it. It's got this battles thing in it. Tell your wife the lights don't power themselves. Oh, we have enough money to power the lights. What we don't have is enough time with each other. That's the tough part about life. All right, here we go. What we got here? The Spookster. Spoopy. Gumbaroo. It's Gumbaroo. Oops, Gumbaroo. All right. Lovely. Oh, there's Bigfoot. Oh, so see, this has a thick card in it. Somebody got something special. No? It's a thicker card, though. Let's see what it is. You got Cryptid Camera Ghost Train. So I think that these thicker cards represent the hits. But this hit does not have a number on it. So to get a rare card, it has to be thick and numbered. That's what you're looking for. A thick card that is also numbered. You got the Ghost Train. Woo! Not the Ghost Train. All right. Now we know how they're working. Thick cards are more rare, and they can even be numbered. And there's the Ghost Train. All right. Tell her you'll get her McDonald's fries. Nah, we don't eat that crap. That garbage. Chinese buffet sounds yummy, though. Our Chinese buffet is ran by this cute little family. It's mom, dad, and like 2 kids. And the kids do their homework in the dining area. They're sitting there, like, reading Harry Potter and stuff. And it's like any typical Chinese buffet, but it's very small. It's so small. I mean, it probably could host like 12 customers at a time. And then they make this one dish. They make chicken skewers, and they're just so good, dude. They're just right. They're not greasy. They're not covered in sauce. They just have a nice, salty seasoning to them. And when they see us come in, they cook them fresh for us. How great is that? So you come in and they go, oh, we know what you like to eat. You like to eat these chicken skewers. So they go put some on the fire, and we get fresh chicken skewers when we go in there because they recognize us. Because there's not a lot of restaurants out here, by the way, in Lake of the Ozarks. There is a lack of Asian restaurants. There's very few Asian. If you're Asian and you want to run a restaurant, come out here. You'll have no competition. But there's not a lot of Asian restaurants out here. So when we get Asian, they recognize us right away. And they're like, oh, you eat the chicken skewers. We're going to go cook you some fresh ones. So it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. We really like it. And it's cheap, dude. They're so much cheaper than almost any restaurant. They're about as cheap as fast food. Maybe a little more expensive. Sinkhole Sam. Okay, you got Sinkhole Sam. Yeah, but you like Taco Bell and KFC, mister. Come on. I can't stand Taco Bell. Not a fan of Taco Bell. You are so wrong about that. Not a Taco Bell fan. I might joke around and say, oh, I love Taco Bell. I might have said that in the past. I did not like it. There you go. Taco Bell is the most overpriced, cheaply made garbage ever, dude. Taco Bell needs to be humbled. They want like $8 for a taco, and it's barely anything. Taco Bell needs to be humbled. Their food is trash right now. I don't eat. What is this? Kentucky Hellhound. Oh my God! It's Houndoom. Taco Bell needs to be humbled. Here's Roperite. Yeah, okay, Roperite it is. Chicken skewers sounds so good. I ain't had none in a long time. Maybe I'll take a picture of it. $8. Which taco are you ordering? We are. Let's all stop buying from them. Taco Bell's trash, dude. Taco Bell needs to step it up. Also, I've had KFC. I thought we didn't have a KFC. We do. It's kind of a 30-minute drive for our KFC, but we do have a KFC, and it's just so mid, dude. KFC is not all that. All right, Joseph Adlizzi. I like KFC. I've always liked them, but I think their quality is changed or something. I don't know. It's like they're greasier than ever, or maybe I just got older and started noticing it. It's something. Their food's so freaking greasy, dude. The KFC. I get it. It's fried chicken, right? Fried chicken is meant to be greasy, but not that greasy. And I don't know. I bite into it, and I just feel like I'm eating a block of heart attack or something. I don't. My taste buds, my stomach, everything. I can feel it. I can feel that it's low quality food. I've had some really like these chicken skewers. Don't make me feel this way. I eat these chicken skewers. The seasonings are really good. Very simple meal. I can get a little dumpling with it if I want a dumpling. or some rice, or some noodles, or some broccoli. You go to the, that's what's interesting about a Chinese buffet. You can go to the Chinese buffet and eat however you want to eat, right? So you can go over to their buffet bar, and they got the broccoli and beef, and you can pick all the freshest chunks of broccoli out and just have a bunch of broccoli on your plate. So you get some chicken skewers with some broccoli and rice, and you're done. That's like the standard healthy person meal, right? Chicken, rice, broccoli. And maybe it's a little saltier than it should be. Maybe there's a little more oil than there should be, you know, because it's the Chinese buffet, right? But it's there. You just sit down. You don't have to wait for anyone to take your order. Oh, thank you, please. And then, you know, you're done in 2 seconds. 2 boxes of Dragon Ball. Perfect combination. Well, we can't deny Anthony Kalura. Perfect combination. Let's go find those. 2 boxes of perfect combo. So there's Power Absorbed. I'll be right back. I gotta go find it. Alright, so there are 24 packs per box. So I don't know if you overpaid, underpaid, but there are 24 packs per box, all right, Anthony? And let me start opening these. But I just like this Chinese buffet, I think, because it's so small. It's a really small Chinese buffet. There you go. You go in there, and it's like this well-ran machine. I think that's all part of it. All right, perfect combo. Mystery eats the chicken nuggets and fries from the Chinese buffet. I've been to Chinese buffet that has that kind of crap. This one doesn't even have it. And that's because they don't have room for it. It's so small. They only have a limited amount of space for dishes. So we got some seafood, some General Tso chicken, you know, that's pretty standard. Some of this broccoli beef. Broccoli beef is at every Chinese buffet. You got some noodles, some fried rice, some dumplings. They got the fried shrimp. That's not bad. And the chicken skewers, again, are my favorite thing. But Karis gets like the crab rangoon. She likes to go there too, but totally different food items. She gets like the fried rice and crab rangoon. She doesn't like meat or something. She doesn't eat that much meat. All right, here we go. What we got? But she likes the crab rangoon a lot. So she get like a ton of crab rangoon. And yeah, she just doesn't eat as much as me. So I look at her plate. She just doesn't get much. We are sniffing this. Finally, something nice packs to open. Mom and pop places always make better food. Here we are. All right, snipping this. And snipping this. Oh, there's one more dish they make I really like. So a lot of the Chinese buffets will have this same dish. It's a sauteed mushroom dish. And I've had a lot of different sauteed mushroom dishes at different Chinese buffets. I like the style of this one. It has a simpler flavor. It's not too, you know, I think some Chinese buffets, they go with sort of like a thick, saucy kind of seasoning, where it's like a sticky, sweet sauce. Not for these mushrooms. It seems to be some kind of pepper oil. That's what we seem to get with them, and it's so good. I love mushrooms. If you guys didn't know that, I eat a whole box of mushrooms by myself. Big mushroom eater. And yeah, so they do, you can see the peppers in the mushrooms. They leave the peppers in, so they're nice and spicy. Yeah, spicy mushrooms. So you get some spicy mushroom with some fresh broccoli, right? Because you pick the nice broccoli pieces out of the broccoli beef. And you get those chicken skewers. And you can get rice or noodles if you want them. I actually don't get too much. I just like the mushrooms and the chicken. There we go. I know I was forgetting something. Panda Express says they don't have General Tso because it's not in season. When the F is General Tso in season? Ooh, that's a great question. It must be a supply chain issue. Not in season, my booty cheeks. All right, what do we got? We've got Android 17 and 18. This is your SPR. This is basically like the box hit. You get 2 of these per box. Now, if you're very lucky, your box contains an additional hit called the SCR. So, Anthony, there's your SPR. White people can't season food. We've had that debate many times, Alex, and I think when I actually pushed people to explain it, they were talking about like oh, well, mashed potatoes are a thing, or Kraft mac and cheese, or something like that. I don't think that stands up to scrutiny, that argument. Weren't you here when we had those arguments? Are you just trolling? But I don't think that argument holds up to scrutiny because, first of all, who's white people? Is it Irish cooking? Is it British cooking? Is it German cooking? Is it French cooking? Is it Italian? Do Italians count as white? Is it Italian cooking? Is it Greek cooking? Who's not white, by the way? Like, is it Eastern European cooking? What about Jewish cooking? Do they count as white, or are they, like, not white? So, what is white cooking? You got to be more specific. Are you making fun of the British cooking? Here's surprise attack. Do you just mean, like, white Americans, like Americans of lighter skin who live in America? Because, you know, people will complain, like, white women in America, they can't cook, right? Okay, so I kind of get that a little more, because you get, like, these white girls who grew up, and maybe their parents didn't teach them anything about cooking, or they didn't want to learn, and they just kind of grew up not learning anything, and now it's their turn to cook, and they're like, well, you want to go to McDonald's? You know what I mean? So they had, like, frozen dinners and McDonald's and Kraft macaroni and cheese and macaroni. But white women in America is not all white women, right? Like, the French are famous for their cuisine. The French, Germans got some pretty cool stuff. Even Britain, people love to beat up on Britain, but, you know, they got really nice baked goods. They got pies, right? Sweeney Todd. There we go. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Also, you know, I've had such a wide variety of food. It's not all good. If you took a piece of food and you just poured 10 pounds of seasoning on it, is it good now? Like, what is good seasoning? What makes seasoning good? So I've had, like, Karis loves Indian cooking, right? And I've had all kinds of Indian cooking now. And it's like, sometimes I'm eating Indian cooking and I'm going, I just want the chicken. I don't want 10 pounds of this sauce. I just want the chicken. So, you know, it's possible to over-season. So part of your skill in seasoning isn't just, do you know a lot of seasonings or do you use them? It's also, you know, how much do you apply so that it's palatable. There you go. All right, very nice. Over-seasoned food is horrible. Right, like if I just took a whole pantry full of seasonings and just poured it all over a steak, is it good now? Am I not one of the white people that under-seasons or whatever the argument is? So, you know, you have to be more specific. What is white people cooking? And, you know, if you were to look at France, they would scoff if you made fun of their cooking, but they're white. Unless you're going to say, I don't know, like British are white and French aren't. Like, what's your argument? So anyways, when people get pushed on that question, the argument starts to fall apart really fast. But yeah, if you're living in America and you eat peanut butter and jelly and Kraft macaroni and cheese and pre-cooked mashed potatoes out of a plastic bin, and that's all you eat, you got some you got some serious problems with food. Then you also got the other argument, the health nuts. So the health nuts, they eat rice, broccoli, chicken with nothing on it, but they're trying to be healthy. Yeah, because it turns out eating a lot of butter, you can make any meat dish taste good with a lot of butter in it, or bacon, or cheese. And that's great. Wow, you're a genius. You figured out cheese. You're a genius. You figured out frying food. Okay, but some people just want to live a long time. They don't really care about that. It's not a big deal to them. You know, knowing butter and bacon doesn't make you some kind of culinary genius. It just means you figured out butter and bacon and sugar, you know? So some people just want to eat healthy for the day and move on with their day. That doesn't mean they don't know how to season food. It means they know how to be healthy. They cut out all the extra salt. They cut out all the extra sugar and oil. And they just eat food as fuel, right? Which is what all humans did before we evolved far enough to season our food. All right, there we go. I'm just talking. I'm just gabbing. All ethnicities are good, just different. Generalizing hard, but white people love dairy, flour, and meat. Here's Android 20. Well, like, let's talk about the American hamburger. You might think of that as an American food. It was invented in Germany. That's why it's called the hamburger, because it's from Hamburg, Germany. Did you guys know that one? Raise your hand if you didn't know that one. The hamburger is not an American food item. It's a German food item. We got it from Germany. That's like when you think of American food, you think of the hamburger. It's not American. That is Hamburg, Germany, hamburgers. Like, there's no ham in a hamburger. So what do they mean when they say hamburger? They mean Hamburg, Germany. That's where it was invented. What they did in Hamburg, Germany is they took the scraps of the meat and ground it up and turned it into a patty. That's where it all comes from. So America popularized the hamburger, but it's not even ours. It's actually a German food item. So are we making fun of ourselves or the Germans? Are hamburgers really that bad? Like, have you had a nice one? Like, yeah, McDonald's is bad, but that talks about quality. If you have to eat McDonald's hamburgers and that's all you can afford, that's not a seasoning problem. That's a poverty problem. You could change it to say poor people don't know how to eat good food. Rich people, they can go around eating the most expensive, nicest, delicious tasting hamburgers and steaks and surf and turf, and they can buy all the ingredients and all the freshest seasonings and whatever they want. So it's a poor people problem. Like, who's actually buying bunny bread and Kraft macaroni and cheese? Well, a lot of the times it's poor, lower class, middle class moms and dads who are just trying to feed their kids. So is it a seasonings problem or is it a poverty problem? Impoverished people are forced to eat the badly seasoned food. Rich people can order all the nicest food and the chefs and the cooking classes and the seasonings, you know, like, here we are. All right, there we go. Like, who's buying all those sexy, expensive ingredients when you can just feed your kid for $1 with a box of macaroni, if that's what it costs anymore? I don't know what it costs anymore. We eat American hamburger, not the German one. No, but you get the concept, right? You get the concept here. It's like, where did the hamburger come from? It's a German food item. Here we are. All right. Like, why do we call hot dogs wieners? It's Wiener Schnitzel. It's a German food item. The idea of the hot dog came from Germany as well. We just popularized it in America because we like our meats. So, and then we got our industry, our corporate, giant corporate chemical zombie food machines making our food for us. But it's a German food. That's where it came. Although a lot of cultures eventually invent their own version of it. It's the idea of the sausage, which, by the way, sausages are some of the most over-seasoned foods. When you eat into a sausage, it's got so much freaking seasoning in it, it's like eating a salt bomb. But, you know, they'll put all the other stuff in it too, right? So sausages, over-seasoned garbage. Hamburgers, over-seasoned garbage. You know what's really delicious? An unseasoned lobster, unseasoned king crab leg. Is that just dumb white people don't know how to cook kind of food when you have a nice, delicious king crab leg? Because from my perspective, that's kind of like peak eating. Some fresh crab leg. Oh, you didn't cover it in, I don't know, Lori salt or something, right? It's always like salt, butter, sugar. It's the same basic ingredients. And then, you know, you can add your variations into it. Like, maybe you got some Korean seasoning, some Japanese, some Chinese, some Indian, some Mexican. Right, you can just learn the seasonings. It's on a list on the internet. It's really not complicated. The difference is poverty. Poverty decides who eats advanced food and who doesn't. All right, you got Sun Gohan infused Zamazu. Anyways, but that's a very fun conversation to have, is the white people don't know how to cook seasoning. I think people came up with it because there's all this race baiting and all this fighting over racial, who's got the better race or something like that in America. And it's not good. Here we are. Look at that. It's not good. Because if it becomes an issue of who's got the better cooking, I think one of the problems is under a microscope, it starts to become clear that white people actually made a lot of good food. And then the other problem that you also have to deal with is a lot of them invented some of the best machines and inventions too. And you're like, well, they actually did have good cooking, but they also did all the inventions too. You're welcome. Anthony Kalura. ChatGPT lists hamburgers and hot dogs at the top of the list of U.S. foods. Sure, I think they're popular. But again, those are both German inventions. All right, Anthony Kalura. All right, Haitians eat the best. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating our pets. Cut one Metazoo, says Alex. Oh, Alex, I don't know if I have the tools to do this. I think I moved those clippers somewhere. Do I have the clippers? I think someone stole my clippers. All right, hold on. You got it. But it's going to have to be open. If lobster is so good, why do the fishermen have rules about only being able to be fed it? Well, obviously, if you eat it too often, it's not good. It's like, what if you enjoy eating a slice of cake, right? But now the government makes it a rule, because you're a prisoner, that you have to eat nothing but cake. And so you have 3 meals of cake every day for 10 years. Yeah, it's actually torture. At that point, it's torture. So I get that. But when it's no longer the case that you have to eat it 3 times a day, turns into one of the most expensive sought-after foods. So that's the real evidence that it's desirable. We are. It used to be prison food. Yeah, we get that. If you ate lobster every day for 3 meals a day, it would start to feel kind of like a punishment. That's true for just about anything you could eat. All right, Mr. Alex, if you slow down how often you're allowed to eat it, it suddenly becomes delicious and desirable. All right. My Inuit family have plenty of culture. My whitewashed ass living in the South, not so much. There we go. All right, so Anthony says he'll take 3 spots in the Kickstarter as well. Mr. Anthony, he's getting this moving. I can't believe we pulled that Mothman. I'm excited for Mike's side to make a video on that. Oops. There you go. 9, 10, 11. Very good. Mr. Miguel says 1 Kickstarter and 10 Chrome Pokemons. Okay. You got it. So, let's get these 10 Chrome Pokemons. I hoped it would be a Mothman cut. Oh, did you? Eating caviar and only caviar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Like everyone enjoys, I don't know, like a slice of Pizza Hut, right? But what if you had to eat nothing but Pizza Hut every day, all day long? You'd be like, this is torture, dude. I gotta eat something else. So they would make the prisoners eat the lobster, and yeah, it became torturous. It was a punishment to eat lobster. Anyways, what do you guys think about all that conversation? Not only do I think that the white cultures invented some pretty good food, especially if you include the Italians, which I don't know if you do, but or the Eastern Europeans or the German, not the Germans, the Jewish people, the Balkans. There's a wide variety of pale-skinned people. Not only do I think they invented a lot of food, I think they invented a lot of everything. And then so like if we point the camera the other direction and say, all right, name 1 famous dish from Africa that you love. Name one. One famous dish from the whole region. Name it. Go. And you're going to scratch your head and be like, I'm not so sure. We are. All right. So it's a very silly accusation. It's almost, the longer you dwell on it, the more you realize it's almost the other way around. A lot of your favorite food items came out of white countries. Here's Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam? Why does he look like an anime character? Imagine pizza in the morning. Mamma mia! I'm imagining it right now. I might have to do that. As an Asian American, I approve this message. We are. All right, let's see. Ooh, is that a thicker cut card? Notice. All right, Young Power and Mantis Man. All right. Now, if you don't count the Italians, that's a big loss. All right, but I'm still waiting, because we've had this conversation multiple times. I'm still waiting on the line of people who can list me the names of the famous dishes that came out of Africa. That's just not there. And so I don't agree necessarily with this argument that white people don't know how to season food. I also think it's silly when it gets applied toward white people who are eating food with no seasonings on purpose to be healthy. Here's a Rainbow Wizard. Ooh. Because staying alive is a little bit of a competition on its own, you know what I mean? So, oh, the Chaos Crystal, huh? Although I think the Asians got us beat, and they got delicious seasoning. But I've said this before, my favorite cooking is the Asian cooking. So anything in Asian cooking is my favorite. All right, here we go. What do we got? We got Terror Bird. Like, we go around looking for a restaurant to eat at here in Lake of the Ozarks. There's like barbecues everywhere. And I'm like, no, dude, no more barbecue for the rest of my life. Please. All right. A lot of barbecue out here. Shadow people. Not the shadow people. Is there many calories in herbs and spices? So if you want to talk about herbs, no. You want to talk about herbs, right? Like cilantro or something like that. Garlic. No. In fact, garlic, cilantro, peppers, all that stuff can be pretty healthy for you, in fact. But if you want to talk about what makes food really good, it's going to be a couple things. Oversalting the food, that does lead to heart disease. Okay, if you oversalt your food, it is a fact you will have heart disease from oversalting. Oil. Oil is the number one way to make savory food taste good. It's always oil, if you didn't know that. Oil makes icing for your cake. Oil makes cheese. Cheese is made out of oil. That's what it's made. It's just oil. That's all it is. Oil and a couple other ingredients. When you fry your food, it's oil. When you eat a sausage, that's oil. When you eat a chicken breast, no oil. So chicken breast is dry and terrible. Sausage, juicy and delicious. So it's all about salt, oil, sugar, and a couple bad ingredients. That's where all the good tastes come from. And your body likes that stuff because, as it turns out, it's fast, cheap energy. So your body loves it. It gives you dopamine for eating it. It says, yeah, eat more of that. And it's our old, ancient survival brains trying to make it through a harsh winter, trying to make it through, bad, hard times where there wasn't much food available for humans to eat. So we got dopamine for eating really fattening foods because our body wanted us to go seek that and crave it. Ooh, we survived that way in the past. But in the past, we also died from starvation. We don't die from starvation anymore. Now you can drive down the road and get Twinkies from freaking Walmart. So, it's become a problem in the future. Now we got to have Ozempic and whatever this called. Ding bell. You got ding bell. All right, let's see. Oh, man. What about skibidi toilet food? Smoked meat is different. Hey, mister, have you tried stirring a little cottage cheese in your scrambled eggs? I have not made scrambled eggs for like 1 week. What I would do lately is I spray like some avocado oil on the bottom of the pan, and I'll cook just a regular egg sunny side up on a low heat. So it'd be like 5 eggs, low heat. I'll put a big pan on the stove and put a lid on, and it takes like 10 minutes, but it cooks real slow, and I have like some just plain salt on it. And then I'll eat that with something like really savory, like sardines or, just depends, maybe like ramen even. I love ramen, if you didn't know that. I love ramen. I'll go shopping for all kinds of ramen packets. I'm always trying out new ramen. It's processed food. It's not good for you, but I always try out new ramens on the internet. Used to be you could only get 5 eggs. Yeah, like 5 eggs. That's a dinner for me. All right, let's put this away. Very nice. White people use different flavors of Mrs. Dash and consider that flavors. Well, I've got the Mrs. Dash too. I like it. So you can have your salt separated and really control your salt intake. And then you can have that Dash stuff, which is typically some base of, garlic and onion. But then also it's going to have like some other more sophisticated herbs in it. And the fact that you think that that's, something to make fun of just tells me that you've bought into this sort of, hyper toxic lie that, if you use Mrs. Dash, you can't season. Because what? I didn't pluck, rosemary off a rosemary bush before I cooked my food? Like, what are you talking about? We got Suikun. I have a passion for cooking. I've been watching cooking videos my whole life. My family didn't go out to eat when we were younger. We cooked our whole lives. My dad, his mother is Filipino. I'm quarter Filipino. I eat all the Filipino dishes. So I'm a foodie. I love food. And people who make fun of stuff like that, you're just showing off that you have a sort of, negative pattern of thinking that, presuppositions or whatever the word is, your concepts of like what's good cooking and what's bad cooking. Like, what do you think they're putting in your food in the back room of a restaurant? You think they're going to like a fresh, let's go to our fresh basil tree. They're not doing that, dude. They've got a bottle of basil that's dried up and they pour it in your food. Bryce Wolf, 10 Metazoos. All right, what time is it? It's 7. I got to stop at 7. Bryce Wolf, we're going to cut it off here. Bryce Wolf, we're picking up where we left off tonight. We got to stop here. Let's go ahead and get the giveaway going for Mr. LaFlame's giveaway. We got to cut off somewhere. Mister, are you white? I guess I'm 3/4 white, and then I got Filipino in me. So my grandmother, she's straight from the Philippine Islands. She married my grandfather in the Navy. She's a, first-generation immigrant. She came over and she knew all the Filipino cooking. When I grew up, I ate all the Filipino dishes because my dad knew them all. And I just thought that was normal. And then when I got old enough to learn about, what other people are eating, I found out it's not normal. So I had a lot of Filipino cooking. We all knew how to cook it because we all we didn't go out to eat. Every single meal was home cooked. We had 11 siblings, right? So when you start getting up there with like 7, 8, 9 children, going out to eat just goes away. There's no such thing. You don't go out to eat anymore. It's over. And so every meal was a home cooked meal. And yeah, we loved food. We were a food driven family. My dad was a foodie, right? He loved food. He loved to eat. He kind of passed that on to us. All right, here's the code word, LaFlame. So this is for a Kickstarter giveaway, and that is the code word. So, you know, when I hear this discussion about good cooking, good seasonings, bad seasonings, I hear a lot of elitism. I hear a lot of, you know, jumping to conclusions. I hear all this stuff. Here we are. But I've been cooking for a long time. There's nothing wrong with the Mrs. Dash or whatever it's called seasoning, any more than the McCormick seasonings or whatever, the Lori salt, Old Bay, whatever you want to, whatever you use on your food. So all these very basic dried, you know, herbs and spices, they're not particularly different from one brand to the next brand. All the Dash seasoning does is remove the salt, which is a good thing if you're trying to control your salt because you're trying not to overeat it. I'm watching a guy eating gorilla biscuits and drinking horse electrolytes. He might be evolving into the perfect human. Here, let's read some of these comments. So, Mister, you should have a trumpet sound when no more orders come around. That person is a food racist. Cooking is so nice compared to going out. Not always. I like going out. I like having other people cook for me and do the dishes. That's nice. It's the convenience. White people make pot roast with Coca-Cola. Wait, isn't Coca-Cola used in something else too? I swear Coca-Cola's been used in a couple ingredients. I can't remember it. Hey man, you can beat up on Coca-Cola all you want, but the sales data does not lie. It's very popular, Coca-Cola. People buy a lot of that. It's the #1 soda. Coca-Cola is the #1 soda by a lot. Pepsi doesn't even come close when you look at the sales data. All right, let's see. Team bags for tops would speed up the process instead of individual sleeving. Well, that's what we were doing. We're putting 5 cards at a time into the sleeves. All right. So, it's been a great stream. White people low-key smart ASF. Ever had fufu? I think my wife might have given me fufu earlier today. I always use a little bit of olive oil on my chicken and keep it from drying out so bad. Just funny how something that existed for so long in Asian wasn't even seen as monumental as it could have been because they were ages behind in steel technology. Steel. What about Skibidi Toilet? All right, so Mr. Pog has the best seasoning. I know what Pog is. He's referring to the people who pick through the trash to find little bits of maybe chicken bones, and they pick the smallest bits of meat off those chicken bones. Then they boil it to try and remove the germs. And so it's trash meat is what it is. It's literally trash meat. You know, like when you eat a chicken wing and then there's a little bite left on it, but you throw it in the trash, you don't finish it. Pog is when people go through that trash, like behind a dumpster in a restaurant, and pick out bits of meat. And so that's the term in the Philippine Islands. It's called Pog, and it's shocking, and we don't appreciate what we have over here enough. Over here in America, you can complain about food stamps not letting you buy lobster, and you can be an obese, cow, and I'm overweight myself, so you can be real fat and complain about not getting enough food stamps, and you can be poor and still obese in America. But in the Philippine Islands, they are literally, if you're in the slums, because they do have them, you're picking through the trash to see if you're going to eat that day. So it's very different, and we don't appreciate that enough because we're not exposed to it enough. So yeah, that kind of stuff is good to be exposed to. I wouldn't recommend it. Here's Askew. He's going on the list. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying it. I'm going to pass on the Pog. Even if it's well seasoned. Willem. Because it's not always strictly about seasonings. But if you say that, you must be a white person who doesn't know seasonings. Aaron Brickens. Michael Bethel. You guys ever been to a German Bavarian restaurant? You guys got to go to one of those. They're amazing. The smell of the fresh bread, the smell of meat, the music, the beer. You guys got to go to one of those. We have one of those in St. Louis. All right. I'm hopping off. Thank you, everyone. It's 7 p.m. right now. Great stream. See you later, everybody.